Hello guys, welcome to this video training. My name is Idris Adeleye, and this video is all about a new direction which I think we should take our business to. Now here I'll be talking about two things. The first thing is about how we should start in our business from now. Then the next thing will just be about the problem that many of us have been facing, which has to do with advertising on Facebook. So let's get into it. All right, so I want to be sure I'm recording. All right, so recording is really on. All right, so I titled this video new direction, and that's because I want us to now start having a new direction as regards our business. All right, so alright, so now the first thing that I want us to start doing is I want us to now start working with targets. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because the way I've seen the business, the way I've seen many of us work the business, we've not really been working with targets, and I think I've been talking about this target of 18 for a while now, and many people are not really taking it serious. Personally, I've been lagging as regards it myself, but I think because I want to change, I also want it to change. And I want us to start working with targets. And when I talk about working with targets, I'm talking about targeting what you want to do with your retailing and targeting what you want to do with your sponsoring. Like a retailing target can be sell of let's say make profit of 100,000 naira a month, and sponsoring targets can be something like sign up 2 new people every month, something like that. And it can be more than that, it can be less than that. It just depends on what you want, which is one of the reasons why we always talk about you knowing your why. That why are you even into this business? So if you know why you're into this business, you know what your targets should be, you know what your targets would be. So that's not really something I can do for you. You can only be the one to decide that. Alright, so I'm talking about working with targets, but before I go on, let me talk about something else. Now you need to balance retailing with sponsoring. So after knowing the target you want, you need to know that your retailing business needs to be balanced with your sponsoring. That means you should not normally the rule that the leaders, that our leaders in Pulse gives us is 80-20. So 80% should go into sponsoring, and 20% should go into retailing. Now many people would think, well, why this? I'll tell you a simple reason. The reason is because this is actually network marketing. No matter what you have been told, what you try to give to it, it actually still boils down to network marketing. Now the reason why we are progressing well in Pulse is that we are actually focusing a lot on retailing, and the retailing is what we are sharing, and that is what is making it work. Now there is one mistake that we used to make. Many of us, we come into this business thinking it's all about making all the sales. You want to make 10,000 sales a day, you want to make 5,000 a month, you want to, as in things like that. But it's really not like that. That is not really the way it is. Because if you look at it like that, for example, you'll be having issues once you are having problem to sell. Once you start having problem to sell products on your own, once you start having problem to move products, or maybe you want to travel or something like that, you now start having problem. So it is network marketing, and the meaning of network marketing is you doing a little of that thing, then sharing it with other people. Let them go and do it, so that everything is coming back to you. Now personally, I think I really want to start working with one particular target, and the target is I don't want to do more than 4cc in sales every month. I don't want to be doing more than 10cc sorry, more than 460 in sales every month. That means if I'm buying from my ID, I'm not buying more than 4k credit. I'm not buying more than 4k credit, and that will give me some profit, some good profit. Those days of trying to target making 1 million naira from just retailing products, those days are actually gone for me. Not because it's still impossible, but because I want to be more focused on my sponsoring. I want to be more focused on my team members, trying to help them sell more and all that. Because when they sell, I'm still getting something. And one thing I've learned from this business is really networking. And the best person in Pulse is actually the person that brought about this rule. And this person is someone that is making a whole lot of money. I really don't know the figures myself, but I'm sure he's making a whole lot of money. He's going to Dubai as a qualifier, and I think he's currently number 3 person in Nigeria. So for someone to have achieved that, that means we have to really follow the leader. And for us in our team, those of us that are doing very well, as people who are really doing this thing very well too. Alright, so what I will now tell you is you don't really need to start going out making all the sales alone. Just make your own beats, like set a target. So back to working with targets, set a target. Your target can be like my own. You can target in form of CCs, or you can target in terms of the amount of profit you want to make. It could be 100,000 naira profit, it could be 200,000 naira profit. Just know that you have a target, like, okay, this is how much I want to make. Then that is when you now start thinking about how you are going to make that. So sometimes I see someone will run advert and then probably run an advert of $25, see 3 sales, and then they'll be like, he's not converting, things like that. You actually need to know what your profit is from this. And even sometimes you can run advert for $10, see 15 orders, and you'll still not be in profit, because you're actually not doing calculation. You need to start doing calculation now. From now, you need to really start doing calculation. How much is the product? How much did I spend on advert? How much is courier charging and all that? You really need to start doing all those maths. Alright, so with that being said, I'll move to the next thing, which is what I know many of you really want to hear about, which is the solution to Facebook ads. What solution do we have for Facebook ads? Okay, now the solution for Facebook ads, the first one is we need to now be policy compliance. Like, we should be compliant. We should comply with Facebook's policy, like what they want. We need to now start doing what they want. So now I'll tell you about some things that they want. The first thing is they want your page. Let me show you something. Alright, they want your page to have some things, as in any landing page you want to use with them. Number 1 thing is privacy policy. Number 2 is time of service. Number 3 is contact us. Then you should also have copyright. I don't really think I have that here, but you should have copyright information. Like, let me see if I have it on this page. You should have copyright information. Okay, I don't have it here. Then, if possible, try to have a logo. It doesn't matter how ugly your logo is. They just want to see that you look like a serious business person. So if you are using Instabuilder, I think that is very easy. You just need to drag the text element to the below of the page, then put something there. It doesn't matter how small your what's it called is. It doesn't matter how small your landing page. Let me try to see if I can do something to show you that. Okay, let me use my income scope site to do the example for you. Now for this privacy policy, contact us and all that, you can come here to copy my own stuff. I think I'll put this link somewhere. You can pause the video to see. Then all you have to do is copy all these details into your Microsoft Word or what have you. Copy these all something into your Microsoft Word. Okay, you can copy the Microsoft Word, paste. Then you can, my site is this planet, so you can do Control F, or there's one find and replace. This replace, so you can find my thisplanet.com.ng and replace it, maybe your own solution mogul.com. So then you can ask it to replace everything. You can see that all this planet has turned to solution mogul. So change the address as well, and you can copy it back, create your own page, privacy policy page, and save. So with that being done, you can now come to, probably, for example, this is one of my own pages, and if I want to edit this page so that I can have, you can see that below I have nothing here below. So if I want to be compliant with Facebook, then the first thing I need to do is I need to add a new page so that I'll be able to do privacy policy. So let me change what I was trying to change here to, so let me change, I will have to change solution mogul to income scope. Income scope. I'm just trying to make sure we all understand this. Did you change anything? Oh, I didn't type that well, so I'm still going to have to re-edit this, replace all. Thank you. So now I can do privacy policy for income scope. Add new page, privacy policy. So paste. Okay. So I can just remove that and publish, so that I have my privacy policy link page. Then the other thing is time of service, and just the same thing we did with that one. Control F, sorry, replace solution. The name of that site is thisplanet.com.ng. Then I want to replace it in income scope. So this can turn to income scope. So time of service, let's add a new page. Alright, 40 minutes gone. TOS, Ctrl V. So then save and publish. So if I want to add, the page I'm trying to edit is this. So if I want to add that, I'll first have to launch InstaBuilder. So once I've launched InstaBuilder, I will have to scroll down so that I can have it below here. Okay, below here. So I can just drag this text element here down here. Okay, so Then I'll edit. I can put something like contact privacy policy, privacy policy. Something like that. Then I can centralize all this, and I'll let all these link to something. So each of them will be linking to all these pages. So sorry about that. This is privacy policy when it comes to. I'm sure you're getting the gist. I'm just trying to be as make this as easy as possible for you to understand. So income scope, contact us. Now for the contact us, I don't think I have a contact us page here, but I will just pretend that I have one. Normally, okay, let me just show you how to do contact page. I don't know if I have one. Let me see. If I don't, then I'll have to show you how to do it. I do, but then the way I did it is, let me show you how I did it. Let me click on edit. The first thing you need to do is, there is one plugin called, I'll show you. Let me quickly just add them first. Let me quickly just, and I'll show you how to do contact us page. Oh, edit now. Okay, copy. Yeah, here we go. Just add the link. Then for the TOS, we'll add the link as well. Sorry, I can be a bit slow. Now you can add copyright stories here. Copyright at copyright written something at now Facebook want to see all of these things. They really want to see it on your page so that they will know that okay, you are real and all that. Now don't make this page not link to something. Let them link to something. Let them all link to something. I think there used to be some C for copyright, but I'm not sure. Okay, let me see. You can get the copyright from any site, like Netherlands, for example. I'm sure they will have something for copyright on their page, and this is it. You just come and steal this thing. So there's one particular code that you can use on your keyboard, but I'm not sure I know that, so I can simply just delete. So then about this contact page, let me show you how to create a contact us page. It's very easy. You go to, okay, let me not talk about that. Go to YouTube and type how to do a contact us page for WordPress. That should do. Let's not waste our time here. Okay, so the next thing on the list is you can try to use other languages to run your adverts. Yeah, so instead of you using the normal all these things that we used to do, you can turn this thing into Pidgin or maybe Yoruba or something. If you understand Igbo or some other languages, you can try that. So you write this whole thing, you change it to Pidgin. And if I want to rewrite this thing, for example, let me see how I can do it. Let me try my best to see how I can possibly just change this thing. Okay, so see, click here to see make on click on the pic below. see my story on how as I change the levels below my trousers. From under my trousers from small to big. Make my Yahoo happy. Sure. But see, you can actually do a better thing. You can do a better job. I really suck at speaking, so you can make your own better. And if you are good with them, with other languages like Igbo, you can also try to write something out. And after this, what you will do is make your landing page have something like this as well, as in another language, because this would not really make any sense to Facebook. That's the thing. That's the point. It will not really make any sense to them, and that's the point. So now you need to make your landing page also not make sense to them. So if you want to use a whole sales page, then you can go ahead and rewrite all the copy in that new language which they will not understand, and you won't have problem running your adverts. Okay, people will understand, but Facebook will not. All you need to do is just use a catchy image. It will be something like this or something else. And the good thing about this thing is some people will even appreciate it. And they will, because of that, you will be able to. There are some audience that are still on Facebook that have not been even reached by all these things, and these are the people that you start reaching with all these new set of advert, and your account will be safe. You won't have any fear of getting banned. So that's the point of that. Okay, your landing page can be short, can be like our old landing page. Let me see if I still have any one of them. Solution. I'm just going to give you an example of landing page content. LP FM. Okay, I think this should still be active. Should still be active. Oh Lord, please. Alright, great. I think it's coming. Alright, so look at this. Are you living in Nigeria? She na Nigeria. She on the live for Nigeria. She on her age they above 24 years. Then this free and short article would change your life for blah 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 blah. In fact, the lyrics they beg me, say make I blah 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 blah, stuff like that. And you can see the kind of stuff I was talking about right here. You can even have a disclaimer. Okay, I think we should add disclaimer to it. Add disclaimer. And what will be in your disclaimer? Let me see. I think FB at disclaimer. I've seen something like that before. We can have a page that will actually disclaim. Alright, that will just disclaim that post. I'm still understanding URL private policy or custom disclaimer for my. So that disclaimer will just be like, okay, this site is not affiliated with Facebook, and Facebook does not know anything about my stuff. Something like that. Let me see. Okay, but anyway, the disclaimer would not be a big deal. If I have to drop something about it on the group, I will definitely do that. All right, so I think I'm okay with this. So now another way we can actually overcome this Facebook wahala is blogging style, blogging on new style. So it is what I'm trying to do with my site here at This Planet. So I'm actually going to start doing some blogging, so a lot of blogging on this site, and the point is, the whole point is just to, I'll still change this logo another, but the whole point is to start having my own audience, start creating my own audience. So I would, instead of promoting how to make your blog post get bigger, blah 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 on Facebook, this is what I'll promote: list of roads to be constructed in 2017 budget. I know that my audience would be interested, some of my audience would be interested in seeing how to lower their blood pressure, and I will put ad here so that it's being shown that it is an advert, advert, and Facebook would know, okay, this person is just advertising those. And there are two things that will happen. I'll start having fans on my This Planet page on Facebook. Then some people will also start coming to these sites too, and sometimes then they come to read. Soon, when there are many more articles being posted, if someone coming to read this, they might click on another one, even if he was reading this one and he did not really see something that makes sense there, and he's not clicking my advert, then he might click on this next one and click on the advert, and I'll still put some other banners and some things like that on this page. Now what I'll be doing is, I'll only be looking forward to those posts that I think are making trends, or those ones that I think will get clicks. Like this list of roads to be constructed in 2017 budget now will get clicked by really tough people, real serious people who are serious about life and all that. So I know that this will get clicked, and I'll be able to attract some fans, because the reason why it will get clicked is because the list is not here, is not so straightforward, and people will want to click on, okay, let's see the list that you said here. So it's causing some curiosity. People are curious about this very list, so they want to see it. And you can see some strategic days where I place my listing. So I'll promote this post, and then we'll see what happens from there. Even if I'm saying, and another thing that will happen is, because it is something like this, because it's a news something, it's going to get more clicks, it's going to get a whole lot of clicks, and at the end of the day, let me tell you the truth, at the end of the day, you'll be spending very small amount of money. There was one time that I was running an advert like this. I found that I was spending 0.001, not 0.01, 0.001. So by the time I'm able to send about say 3,000 or 5,000 people to this site, I will just be spending $1. Sorry, I'll just be spending $10. So, and some of these people become my audience, some of them, and there is one thing that I want to do later. I'll brief you guys about that. It's called retargeting. I've not really been able to get it very well, but I'll brief you about it later. So, and that retargeting, anybody that clicks on my site, anybody that clicks to come here, I can target them later on with other adverts, with direct adverts to my site. So I already know that I've captured. And before I do this, if I'm going to promote now, let me tell you another thing. If I'm going to promote this thing, I will set the audience that I know are going to be interested in what I want to sell there. Like this, for example, I know that my audience is going to be around 40 years of age, male and female, up to 40 years of age and above. But for this very one, I know that it's around 28, 29 to probably around 55, 60, something like that. So, but these ones are male only. But what I will do is I will just target the one for this one, because some of the audience are right here too. So like killing two birds with a single stone. So that's that part. And for you to be seeing trends, there are places I go to nairaland.com. I go to yabaleft.com, yabaleftonline.com, and I go to Niger Loaded. I go to Naij. Now I'm just going to be doing copy and paste. I'm sorry. I'm just going to be doing copy and paste, and in fact there is even, maybe later I might, because I have a staff, so that by the time I come back this is what she'll be doing. But I have a staff, and I'm thinking I might just start having, if I don't want to use my staff for this, she has things that she does for me. If I don't want to be using her for this, I might just say, okay, instead of her doing this, I might just use one auto-blogging software. We'll talk about that later too, and that will be automatically posting on those sites, on the site for me. So look at all this. I would that is what I will do. So I will load this site with as many articles as possible, so that even if someone coming with curiosity clicked on that my post, get disappointed, they will see some other posts here, and they can click and while they are waiting there, they might just go ahead and click on my advert. So that's just that for the blogging. So now you can see as many news as possible, a whole lot of news. But I like Yabaleft and Niger Loaded. Just that many of their posts will not be able to make it to the adverts. Please stop hugging transformer, APC beg Nigeria. So all these stuffs that are funny and would catch people's attention. The questions was said he asked, this one I don't really, this one except you want to target their fans. Well, Bisola Debbie, Baby Niger, I think only kids watch that. Sorry if we watch it, I don't watch it. That the Fraser reacts to Lone York, continued detention. Zara Buhari's husband. Now this one could make sense. I need nonsense. Well, I can actually post this not on Facebook anyway. So now another thing is, okay, let me just quickly add this to it. With your blog, all these posts now, normally you will now have a fan page. Like for example, I have a fan page for this. So I have a fan page for this website. So what I would do is I will just take any post I make, even though they will not make it to the advert. I'll post them on my social medias. Like for example, the Facebook page that I'm using to do the advertisement. You can post the link to this post there, to another post there, and some of your fans who have clicked to see your advert will still be able to, who have clicked some other time, like the page to see your post, will click to see it again. So it's just like that. So that's that part. Then the next thing is to actually look away from Facebook. Now there is Instagram. Now Instagram ads is still Facebook ads, so that is not so viable. But there is one trick for Instagram that I recently started using, and it has to do with how you can have a lot of followers on Instagram. I will not treat that in this video, but it has to do with following people and then hoping that they will follow you back. So I will not treat that in this particular video. Just you guys can remind me about Instagram. I think once I get to Dubai, I will run a lot of training while I'm there. So this might be one of those things I will do. Alright, so YouTube ads. I just bought a course yesterday about YouTube ads, and I'm currently watching it. Once I get it very well, I'll let you guys know about it. So then there is Twitter ads. Now another thing is, you guys can also, don't leave all these things Okay, let me complete this. So another thing is Twitter ads. I've created a video on Twitter ads already, and I'll look for that video and share it with you guys, so that you can also go and use it for your business. Now, online newspaper, there are several newspaper sites online. I think I have a list of them here. Newspaper online 50. I have one. There's one particular site that has their lists plus their audience reach and all that. So they have several adverts that they run. Many of them have several type of adverts that they run, but the one that has been working for me mostly is sponsored posts. So sponsored post on this newspapers works. Let me see if I can find that particular. Thank you, United States, no, Nigeria now. So this is the site, Niger Finder. You can pause it to look for, so that you can go on this site, Niger Finder, blah 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 blah. So the list now, you can see Vanguard, Punch, this day, blah blah blah. They all have prices, but the best thing that works there mostly is the sponsored post. The one that works mostly is the sponsor. You can even advertise on Biafra, whatever. Yes. So, but the best thing that works there are their sponsored posts. So just look at them, see what people are doing there, see how you can also do your own from there. So that's just that as regards this. And if anybody needs help as regard them, they can be expensive. I think the cheapest one that I've seen is probably 25,000. Okay, someone was giving me an offer for 15,000 recently, but they can go as high as, many of them would have a space for advertise. Let me see. Many of them will have, it's probably most of the time to be at the bottom. Then there's another side. I don't know if it is going to be here, where you can also advertise. Linda Ikeji. You can also advertise on Naij here. I've not used them before, but people who have used them have said they got results. But I really can't tell. I think they've become more expensive now. But there is also this Yaba Left online. They also have adverts. I talked to them and I think they said 25,000. Yeah, I think they said 25,000. Let me see. I sent them an email just to send them. I sent them an email recently. Let me see. Yaba Left. Yeah. So let me see. They said, okay, if they post on their blog is 30,000, post on Facebook is 50,000, is 40,000, on Instagram is 15, and the BBM is, well, if I would do, I would post on their Facebook, but I think they have about, let me see, they have a whole lot of people on Facebook. Let me see. Yaba Left. So that is just almost, it's almost as if you are still advertising on Facebook. To be sincere, it's almost as if you are still advertising on Facebook. This is 2 point something million followers that they have on Facebook. So it's almost as if you are still advertising on Facebook. So I'd rather do this. I'd rather advertise on their Facebook for 40k, rather than me going to waste my money with rather than me complaining that Facebook is not working. I'll just do that. So it's still another way to target there. Just look at what is happening here. A post that was made 4 hours ago, see how many clicks it has got. See how many shares it has got. So just imagine if this post is yours now. You just have to do something that makes sense. Now I don't know their audience range, and I don't know if it is possible for us to say that. I don't know really. I don't know really. I don't know. But it could just make sense. Do you understand? It could just make sense. Okay. Alright, so if I have a way of checking this audience something or through audience insight, I think okay, there's one Facebook audience insight. Maybe I don't know if it will work for us here. Audience insights. Let me see if it will work for us here. Let me see. Let's see. There used to be a time that I can actually do this. I don't know. This particular account has been suspended, so I doubt I'll be able to do anything from here. I doubt. At least let me use audience insight now. Anyway, I'll see what I can do about that. So if we can know the age range of their this thing, choose your audience when you first use audience inside your like this. Okay. Maybe I'm going audience inside. It's still the same place. I don't know why it's not working. Probably because my art account is flagged or something. Introducing physical audience insights, get more people, learn more. Okay, anyway, if you can do it on yours from your side, just try it. You can do it from your side, just try it. But I will still go ahead and see the way I can do this. I have another account that I will use to check this, but I won't be able to log into it from this PC. Okay, so we are almost at the end. So now the last thing is you guys should also start involving yourself in research. Stop thinking this business is mine. Just stop thinking that this business is my own, or maybe Prince Adeyemi's own, or probably Yami Bola's own, or Spaghetti's own. This business is your business, and seriously, it's only because it is network marketing that you guys can be thinking like this. In the days of fiber, in the days of importation, the only thing we can offer you is free training. If anything changes and all that, we won't really be able to help you. Well, we are helping you here because it's network marketing, and if we just use the same, if everybody, I'm talking about you now, we won't relent on trying to help you guys out, because helping you is like helping us. And if all these things that we are researching works for us, that is when we start sharing them with you. So what I'm saying is, you guys should also, if we all start giving it the same strength, the same level of commitment that we give to those other businesses that we used to do, then this would actually be a more successful business for us. In the next few days, I'll be live in it. I'll be I'll be right in the country of in UAE, and it is courtesy of this business. How many months ago did I start? It's very less than a year. I think I started around August, and this is March. Sorry, this is April now, and just imagine, I'm still imagine the things that we have achieved. Some days ago, when I was collecting my what's it called? When I was collecting my award, my ticket from the country sales manager, he was telling us that of everybody that becomes manager last year, this is me. Of everybody that becomes manager last year, the first 5 people who accumulated most of the case credits between December and March, and sorry, February, were all from PALS, and that was really great. So it was myself, Sunday, Mr. Demiri, and Prince Adeyemi. So just imagine that. So those things are achieved only because we are PALS, really, because we are in PALS. I think that was the only reason it could have happened. And I want you guys to know that you're in the right team. So just also do your own quota by trying to just do more research, try to see if you can figure things out. So my best downline is actually someone who is doing something that I don't do, something that I don't really see most people doing. So think outside of the box as well. So, and it would actually go well for you. I've always seen my brother did something like last month or so, and that thing has really helped his business. He thought he brought something out of the box, and it was working for him. So everybody should also start trying to do something like that. Don't be too dependent on us, the appliance, because we are also human, and seriously, we are also only learning from those places you could have been learning. Alright, so like for example, the investment I did today for this YouTuber something was 20,000 naira, and sincerely, I didn't do it because of myself. I did it because of you guys. I think if I can learn how to do it, you guys will be able to do that as well. It's been a while that I've been seeing YouTubers, and not that I don't know what I can do about it, but I just don't know why I'm not doing it. So I know that buying the course, I would start taking action, and that was why I did that. So then lastly, you need to start having your own audience. Okay, you need to start having your own audience too, and the way you can do that is, the first one is this building. I actually started doing this thing. I started doing this thing like for my high blood pressure niche. I created a list. I created an opt-in form and started taking people into my list, give them follow-up of about 12 days. And most of what I realize is, sometimes people will stop buying. People will buy at first, and then later on some other people will also continue to buy after those follow-ups. So sometimes they don't have the money at first, and even those my emails that they are seeing is helping bring some sales later. I still get a sale yesterday, and I've not been advertising this thing for a while, and I still got a sale yesterday from it. I think the person saved my contact details and all that. So that's how it works. It makes sense. Then blog, that was one I explained the other time. Then social media too. You can start doing something with social media too. You can start doing something with social media. So like Instagram, which I will still deal with later. Twitter, you can also follow people on Twitter to be able, so that you can also get followed back, and Facebook as well. So start having your own audience. That's what I was explaining, the Facebook part. Once you start advertising, you will start having some likes. All these likes to your page, as in people who are liking your page. Stop wasting these likes. Okay, you can post on those pages, and you will still be able to see some people who will buy your product. So that's just what I have for you guys. Yeah, I hope I made sense, and I hope this would change the business of many of us. That's what I want to really see. Let me say thank you and God bless. I don't know how how poor the quality of the video would be. It's very long anyway, but I've been trying to do it for a while. I keep having issues along the line. In fact, I'm not in Abeokuta right now. I'm in my parents' place, and that could be one of the reasons why you'll be hearing some sound from sleep. It was actually my brother. I don't know. He would watch this and he will see how he is performing at night. All right, guys. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the group. Thank you.